it's an agony aunt problem that has gone viral. It was actually a lady in New Zealand, I think she was, and the New Zealand agony aunt. Basically, what it is she's written a letter into this agony aunt saying that despite her husband being kind, funny, a great dad, she's struggling to find him attractive because he's put on weight. She says she's tried to give him sort of healthy meals, but he's not changing his ways. The agony aunt has a really good sort of take on it, if you like. She said that, you know, she should be honest with him and communicate better, that the foundation for any good relationship is honest communication and support. And she's saying that, I imagine your husband is finding it increasingly difficult to muster desire for a wife he knows doesn't find him attractive. So perhaps you could start by losing the negative attitude towards his body. Do you think she's having a negative attitude, or do you think she's just trying to egg him on a little bit?
Well, you could sort of half tell the truth, couldn't you? You could say to them, look, I still fancy you, I just don't want to have sex with you while you're fat.
I think that's straight in there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that would really make them feel a lot better.
It sounds like a really kind and gentle guy, and he's great with the kids, so she loves everything about him. So it sounds like she feels uncomfortable about approaching the subject, and that's what she really needs to do, to sit down and have an honest conversation about how we could all do something in our lives to make ourselves better, whether it's exercise, diet, and we feel better about ourselves and therefore feel better in bed together.
But men will do anything, won't they, for a bit of that?
Yeah.
So if you just withhold that, he might guess maybe it's because I put on a few pounds and start running and go to the gym.
Though. You've got to be honest.
But
you can't play games.
I probably would be honest.
Ironically, she doesn't want to say it to him because she doesn't want to hurt him, and so she's saying, "There's your salad, dear." You know, and whereas actually that might make him feel even more uncomfortable because he obviously knows that he's put on weight. Yeah. But also this kind of suggests that you can't have a good sex life if you're overweight, which is ridiculous.
I don't know if you don't fancy the other person, can you?
She's not
saying... having any sex life.
She's not saying that, and the agony aunt's not saying that. The wife is saying that she doesn't find a fat men attractive.
And because he wasn't fat when they got married, I guess.
Exactly. So,
and she's a funny, lovely father to your stepchildren is reduced to that.
I know, it doesn't seem...
I think that's being a little bit simplistic. I think that if that is her preference and that's what she finds... None of us can control what we find attractive. It just is what it is.
True, yeah. You just... honestly, you've always got an answer, haven't you? And you're so good. You're so good. You're like, I feel all these poor people. You know, just be honest. Be honest about it. You probably wouldn't.
So you get your anger out. I can take it.
Because you know Ian is never going to get fat because he's thin. He's tall and thin.
I've got...
Well, exactly.
To a treadmill.
I can remember I've put on 4 stone with each pregnancy, and it took me a long time to lose the weight. And I can remember, I won't say which husband, saying, we'd done the weekly shop, he said, you might notice we haven't got any biscuits in, because look at the size of your... And he said, bum.
No way!
Yeah. And as he was putting rice cakes up into the cupboard, and I was so in shock. I was like, OK. So that was kind of the equivalent of the here's your salad, just in a slightly more brutal way. So I know how it feels to have someone literally fat-shame you in your own house.
Yes.
But you could use the health
Penny?
angle, couldn't you?
What would you say?
Well... I don't know, because I've not been in that position, because my husband is actually...
Oh, he's a fitness freak.
He's a really good guy, and he, you know, he loves all my curves and things. You know, I'm actually 30 pounds heavier today than I was before I had children. 30 pounds. And
when I was how many years ago is that?
I know, but still 30 pounds is a hell of a lot of weight. But when I was at school, I was bullied about being tall and skinny, so I used to wear, like, 3 pairs of tights to make my legs look fatter, and I used to gorge. My mum used to call me a gannet. I used to eat the packed lunch she made me. Then I used to use my pocket money for a school lunch. I used to eat as much as I could so I could get fat. And then when I hit sort of 40-ish, then the pounds started going on. But I have a ravenous appetite and I can't stop eating. And the kids finish their dinner. I went, we finished, darling, have a bit of that. And I was still in this habit of eating. And now I'm piling on the pounds and I'm finding it very difficult to shed them.
Well, you wear it well, dear.
Would you ever have a conversation? Would Rod ever have a conversation with you about that, or
only if he saw that I was getting distressed? Like if I open the wardrobe, I'm like, I don't fit into any of my clothes, or you know, I can't wear that because of this. And he would say, you know, I love you just the way you are, you're gorgeous. But if it's upsetting you, then why don't we, you know, spend more time in the gym, or why don't we go for a run, or what? You know, he will just be helpful in suggestions, but to make me feel better about myself, not worse.
And you talk about it rather than it being
exactly.
here's a salad.
Yeah, exactly.
Or here's some rice cakes. If I ever see rice cakes.
I really like rice cakes.
Oh, of course you do.